So yeah, if we kind of apply this heuristic or this shortcut that everything bad happens, there's an element of control, and everything good is an element of freedom, which is like, don't worry about that. That's just the shortcut to understand it. But then you start to realize what rumination, what ADHD is, because rumination is a response, a survival response towards uncertainty. And the response is control. So I will try to pre plan all of the things that will happen, and I will, in an effort to control what will happen in the future. This is all super fucking stupid because the future is like super dynamic. We're never really going to be able to model it correctly. It will never, like, just each passing moment is so sensitive to what is that your mental simulation of it will never come close. Even if it was so spot on, it won't be close. Just the feelings people have, the moment to moment, the timing of communication, the dynamics, everything. So it's a complete waste of time, in my opinion. But it's just such an example of why everything bad has an element of control and everything good has an element of freedom, because rumination is obviously super associated with taking you out of the moment and like uh, negative emotions and suffering. And that's because you're trying to control this thing that's uncontrollable. You're trying to manage this thing about life that it's uncertain, as opposed to just letting life like unravel, as it's supposed to. Um, and that's exactly the thing about being in the present, which is that when you're in the present, then you actually have the most freedom. Like, that's the thing. Like, what are you giving up when you're ruminating? You're giving up the present moment. Yeah, we've heard that, but you're also giving up freedom for and what are you giving it for? Control. You're trying to engage in control, and you're giving up freedom. Why? Because the highest freedom you'll ever have is right fucking now. Like, right now, you can do anything that your body is capable of doing. If you're ruminating, then you've limited all your freedoms to just what your mind is capable of doing. So we've cut out like an infinite, unthinkably vast expanse of like options and opportunities that exist in like the physical realm, in reality, connecting with people, action, real human connection, movement, things that actually exist. And that you're literally sacrificing the highest form of freedom that any animal on this planet at least has ever experienced, which is being a human, being able to navigate so freely for control and negative rumination. So pretty fascinating stuff. What I've been doing recently is trying. My mantra is just, I don't know and I can't control it. Because what I started to do was I started to analyze my ruminations. Like, what am I doing? I'm making these simulations of like jokes that I can say, or of situations that might happen, of someone trying to attack me and I attack them back. And it's like, what am I doing? Like, I'm literally just trying to like simulate and plan for the future and analyze and all these things. And yeah, I just realized like I'm trying to get that control over the uncertainty of life, and it's like there is nothing. It's all an illusion. It's a complete illusion. Like, I will never get control over the future. It's completely a fucking what is that called? Like at the center of a black hole or some thing. Not necessarily the center, but it's a um, singularity. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, so that's what I've been telling myself. I don't know, and I can't control it until it happens. And that's the thing. Like, when it actually happens, I will know what to do, because I know that I will know what to do, because like I trusted myself fundamentally. So why am I doing this rumination? And one of the things too that I thought of is like, the saddest thing you can do is pre-plan and model for the future and think of the best possible outcome. Because let's say you think of the funniest joke in your head, and then the situation comes up, and almost by virtue of thinking of it already, you've stolen the possibility that it will spontaneously burst into into the present moment that'll just come out of your mind, and the timing will be right and all these things. You've pretty much spoiled the best possible joke. So the worst thing you can do is try to pre-plan for the best possible joke. The only thing you can really do is hold space and be open to the present moment and let life unfurl. And yeah, and if you have a good conception of how to do life right, then simply if you are just doing life right, which doesn't require anyone else, then all the things that we want, all the external things, all the other people coming to us, they will happen. I believe that this is true.